Yeah, this is R.P.L. You know, we are in Ward 6, corner of Ray Street and Varnum Street. You know, we are casting live. This is where we are trying to get the permit. You know, I already talked to Fred. I got all the city, signature, like the residents, to make sure we make this happen for the people, So, we are trying to fix low prices, and this is what I'm doing, in the city. You know, this area gets really neglected, right here. We get flood zones sometimes, when it floods. It's really bad. So I'm trying to change the narrative for the city, So I'm respecting people's privacy. I'm a resident here. This is the land. Hopefully people will come and enjoy a good time. My neighbor here. We all, connected. So this is my city. This is my street. Come vibe. July 11th. That's what we're doing. So I'm giving you a full scope of what this is. So. And this is where we are. So we are doing it for the city. We are respecting, also people's privacy. So, but this is what the land actually looks like right now. So as we are trying to change the narrative, I am surrounded by vacant land right here. We have all this open space, that we could be using, but we're not really doing much for our community. The kids need this. As you can see, my sign is here. So we are trying to do better things for our community. As a leader in my community, as somebody who's trying to motivate youth, and this is a full 360 of the property. And this is what we're trying to do right now. Grass is growing everywhere. You see bad weeds, so we need to clean up before that day, So this is what I'm trying to do. So if we have all this wasted space, we need to take care of it. And as we are trying to take care of it, I'm asking the city leaders, let's do something. This is, the lot, the vacant land around my house, although my sister, I'm trespassing, but this is where the kids come to play, and this is what we are trying to do here. All this land right here, this is from one point to another point. I don't know how many people we can host, but you see the tree branches, they're hanging everywhere. We're trying to bring an impact, so we need to clean up. I'm asking, the city, let's get behind me. Let's get this moving. We can do it. So I have done my part. I'm showing people together we can do more. So today I'll be meeting with some leaders, that wants to see great impact. As you can see, the basketball court is still right here. We are doing it for the city of Lynn, So we mobilize this movement for real, So we want to see great impact in our city. I just gave you a full 360 of what this looks like, So this is the corner of Ray, Varnum of the street. We are trying to block it. As I told before, we have a sky view of the street, and that's what we are trying to do. I bring this everywhere I go. We're making this happen for real. Let's make real changes in our city. God is great, and together we can do more. Until we see each other again, July 11th, Ray Street, that's where I'm at. I represent my city, the city of Lynn, and you can see the impact. We do this for real. God bless you.